Yo, what's happening, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Touchline Podcast presented by the Outliers. If you're new here, please smash the like button, comment down below, subscribe to our channel, and our socials will be down below. And yeah, boys, another week of footy. A lot of mad games happen on the weekend. Big, massive game against Roosters and Dolphins. Yeah. That was like 68 to 12. That was the biggest defeat I've ever seen.
64?
64, something like that.
64, 68, 64.
64-12.
64-12, yeah.
Was it 64?
No, 64.
I think it was 64 to 12.
64.
I'll make sure, but
probably
64.
But considering you brought up the match, let's talk about that first game.
Yeah, 64-12, you're right.
Yeah, let's talk about that game, actually. What a game that was from the Sydney Roosters and Dolphins.
Yeah, that was a massive... It was 30-4 half-time, and again, the loss of Herbie is so big. Like, his presence in the team, it's like so important to that Dolphins team. And once the injury happened, you know, you could see they fell off a bit in that Warriors game, but they got the win last few minutes. And then you could see they missed Herbie Farnworth. And people think, he's a center, there's not a lot of impact. But when you get someone as good as he has been this year, it takes a big impact on the team.
And when has Dolphins got smashed like that this year?
Never.
Like Dolphins have been in contention this year with a few games, and when Herbie comes out, look what happens. So, look, it's a very bad defeat for the Dolphins. It's going to really affect their confidence, especially heading to finals in the next few weeks. With Roosters, man, again, that's what we've been seeing from them. They'll have a few good games, and then next 2 weeks they'll probably lose their games coming up. But that's the Roosters, what they can do. On their day, they're one of the best teams in the competition. Yeah. On their day, they can easily be up there to win the premiership. But it's about them not being able to show on a regular basis every single week, which they've lacked this year. But with the squad they have, with the players, again, they've lost in previous years. Again, what they're doing is good. They're capable. They're doing what they're supposed to be doing, fighting for the top 8. A lot of fans didn't expect them to be that high up in the ladder. So it's a massive... it's a positive for the Roosters club, the fans. They should be happy. But it's a big game this week. It's the Dogs. But yeah, overall, Roosters, they should be happy.
Yeah, I agree. Especially Roosters, man. They had a good performance on the weekend. Look, and like how you said about Herbie Farnworth, like it's the biggest loss for them in Dolphins. Look, they still got a good team. Attack, defense. They got everything they need. But after the big loss against Roosters, like, look, it's heartbreaking. You can't do anything about it. You have to just move on and keep winning more games before the finals so they can stay in the 8th spot. So, because Roosters and Dolphins are fighting for that spot at the same time.
Tied points.
Yeah.
But Dolphins' points differential was like 40 plus. So, it was again, if Roosters had won that game by 10 points, their points differential would still kept Dolphins in it. But because of that big win from Roosters, they've dropped Dolphins' points difference so low. So that's good for the Roosters. Tedesco, man, he's most likely going to get Dally M for sure this year.
Last year he smashed it this year.
Last year he finished second. So for him to be up there again, it just shows like what a fullback he is in the game. Yeah. Let's talk about the Melbourne and Broncos game. That was, to be honest, first 10-15 minutes was a very close game. I think Broncos were in good control of the game. Adam Reynolds and Erjaman were doing some good kicks. Just overall, they're in a good position to potentially, if they didn't get injured, I think they could have won that game. Erjaman got out. Literally got the hamstring first. 5 seconds later, Adam Reynolds gets it.
Bro, they're done.
They're done.
Even Cobbo
they'll still get finals, but Adam Reynolds will be out for 4 weeks. He'll be just in time for finals. Cobbo will be out for 6 weeks, so he might not even play again this year. And Erjaman, I'm not sure how long he's out for. But
those big three, they're gone. Like,
it's big, massive.
It's massive for them. So, like, who's going to take Adam Reynolds' spot?
Walters
Ben Hunt
is at 6 now. Ben Hunt's at 7.
Yeah, and then who's hooker?
I think Dean Marina's back into the lineup, or Karapani, one of them's back into the lineup.
Hooker is Corey Panks, I think.
Corey Panks is in number 9. So they've shifted everything, but they still got a solid team to maybe do with this shortage of players and most key players. They've got Dolphins this week, a big game. They play Melbourne at the end of the season in about a few weeks' times. So it's not the right position and the Broncos want to be in, but they've got to do with it. You know, everyone says the next man up. So I feel their season's done. You know, with injuries like that to their key halves, 6 and 7. Imagine for the Dogs who had Burden and Galvin off. It affected us a lot. So, it's a big miss for the Broncos. Melbourne, again, it was close, but I think they got the win due to those injuries, and it just opened up. But yeah, what can you do? You move on.
Like, well, especially Melbourne, man. Melbourne, like, they're in the top 2 now. So, and this week they're versing
Panthers.
a grand final rematch before finals. So that's going to be a hard matchup as well because they're the, like, I can't even say it, especially Melbourne because they're a tough team, and Penrith is the premiership winners. So that's going to be a hard game. So I think it's going to be like an even game.
And then they got Dogs the next week, and then they got
that's
Raiders the next week, and then they got Broncos. So they've got a lot of stuff.
Which is crazy. Yeah. But
Let's talk about the Dogs and the Warriors. What a comfortable game that was.
Yeah.
Gutsy, rainy win, I would say. But it was a good performance by Warriors. By Dogs, sorry. What's wrong with it?
We finally won in the rain.
Yeah, we proved them all wrong.
We actually did.
Yeah.
And even Serrata said it out of his mouth as well.
Like they wanted to play in the rain.
Like he wanted to prove a point that last week against Tigers that we couldn't beat them in the rain. There you go. 1 week later, we actually beat them in the rain against Warriors.
Comfortably.
Yeah, comfortably. It was a big game. Like,
and we needed that win, especially with the loss against the Tigers, unexpected. And yeah, we just right now you just got to keep on building confidence, keep on getting those wins. We were in complete control. That's the first game ever. Like this season, I was not stressed at all. We were comfortable. We were leading, controlling the game, and a very solid performance. Lockie Galvin had some very good kicks. Stephen Crichton, man of the match for me. You know, when Stephen Crichton steps up, we never lose a game.
Yeah.
You know, he just needs to always step up. I feel sometimes he doesn't show what he's got, like offensively. Defensively, he's always solid, but I want him to get more involved. We look at the Raiders game, single-handedly won us the game. We look at the Warriors game. He was fantastic. So he's just got to step up more. And I feel if he steps up, we're always going to win games.
And what I loved about Dogs, how they performed, the attack was a bit more better. Especially Matt Burton, that 2010 kick.
Yeah, that was
that
crazy.
No one has never done that before.
That.
Never.
Yeah, see it. No.
You never see that. Matt Burton was the first one that ever done that.
Probably is.
Probably in the
is,
league
yeah.
right now.
I think
and all the commentators were shocked about it.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And we were watching it at the...
And it came out of nothing. Like, literally, the dummy half passed it to him, and he just kicked it. Like, it wasn't like he had time. He kicked it, and...
He just got it because
he meant
Carraz...
it or he wanted to get... Because it was fourth tackle or third tackle. Bulldogs were in our own 20. So we were really under pressure. So I don't know if he really meant that 40-20 or he just kicked it to get it out and put the pressure
Yeah,
on
but Carraz flicked the ball, and then that's when he gave it to him, and then he just gunned it.
With the Warriors, their shot, they're not looking good at all. Halasima went out during the game. He came back, but with Warriors, man, they got 4 easy game, and I think the only way they can do it on the finals is win those next 4 games, just get some confidence into the team, because honestly, with the players that are out, injuries have really affected them this year. They just need like some sort of winning rhythm, and I think that'll be good.
And look, and Galvin kicked a lot as well on the weekend. Like he done short kicks, grubber kicks.
He played good. He played good.
He played very good.
Exceptional? Question mark. He didn't play amazing.
Yeah,
I still think Toby Sexton should be there.
Look, to be honest, he's still got a long way to go.
Yeah,
because he's just begun.
No, he had some the first few minutes, 10 minutes. He had some. Not the best kicks.
Yeah.
Some of his passes has to improve, but again, just give him the time he needs.
Yeah.
But there was some kicking game where it was perfect. You know, we got the repeat sets, and that's what we've been looking into. And then hopefully he's just starting to develop his game and heading into the finals to see what we can do.
Okay, let's move on to the round 24 tips. Our special guest is Isaac Issa's journalist. Shout out to him. He works for Zero Tackle. He's one of those guys that just
amazing articles.
Amazing articles. You read them. Give him a shout on Zero Tackle, doing a fantastic job. And just make sure you go follow him on his social media. And he gives you all the news regarding the NRL. So make sure you give him a follow. All right, Anthony, first game.
So first game, we got the grand final rematch, Penrith and Melbourne.
Who going to
start off?
Who wants to start off? You?
I think I'm going to go Penrith, man.
Panthers?
I think Penrith will win it.
I'm going to go for Panthers as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to say Penrith.
Panthers?
Yeah, Pappenhausen's got a concuss, so he's out for this
so he's out for just for 1 week, eh?
Pappenhausen. They have no Jerome Hughes, as we know. Yeah. So, I'm Panthers look strong.
Our special guest is going for Panthers. He says Panthers to win. They're simply clicking right now. And with Hughes out for the Storm, Penrith will just be too much.
Yeah.
Okay, next one.
All right, next game we got Warriors and St. George, Illawarra. I want to switch my vote from Warriors. I think I'm going to go with Dragons.
You always have a switch.
I'm going to give it a shot. Give it a crack.
Dragons?
Yeah, I'm going to go St. George.
Are you putting money on it?
No, absolutely not.
Why? Try your luck.
It's not worth the risk.
$2.50.
All right.
You actually got that right. You actually got that right.
Because it's on the way.
I know. Well, I'm on the bloody app too.
I'm going Warriors. They're in need of a win. I think at home, their fans will be up for it. they're going to be like the 14th sort of play into the game. So, yeah, I'm going Warriors.
Yeah, Warriors.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Dragons.
Dragons.
Okay.
Dragons.
Isaac is going with the Dragons. He says they've been so impressive in recent weeks, and after a poor showing against the Dogs, I think the Warriors are done.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair
Yeah,
point.
right. Next game, 8 o'clock, big blockbuster. The Chookies versus the Dogs.
Yeah, it's going to be a good game.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a big crowd,
Yep.
especially after the Roosters win. Those fans are probably pumped. It's going to... Bulldogs Roosters is always a big rivalry. It takes you back to 2004. We got them early in the season with that comeback win. So
Good game as well.
Yeah, I'm going Dogs.
Yeah, I'm going to go Dogs.
Yeah, Dogs, obviously.
Dogs. Isaac is also, he's a Dogs fan. He's gone for the Dogs. He thinks this is perhaps the most important game of their season so far. They've got to show they can beat the good sides. If they can't do it here, then they can't do it at all. Roosters could come in over confidence after last week.
Yeah, if we don't win this, it could affect us because we got 4 tough games. If we can beat the Roosters, it builds confidence for us, knowing that we can beat these big teams. We have to win this week.
These 4 games are so good for us.
It's important for us.
If we lose, imagine we lose to Melbourne, then we lose to Panthers, and then maybe get a win against the Sharks. That's not good.
Yeah.
Okay, our next game, Bashara.
We got Sharks and Gold Coast.
Sharks.
I think Sharks will bounce back after their loss.
Yeah, I reckon
So
Sharks
I'm
as
gonna tip
well.
Sharks.
Yeah, Sharks.
Sharks.
Yeah, over the Titans, hell yeah.
Samuel?
I said
I
Sharks.
said Sharks.
Isaac as well?
Isaac is going for Titans. He thinks it's going to be an upset. Just got a gut feeling that the Titans will win, and Sharks have been so bland this year.
I mean, they got nothing to lose.
Yeah, all right. Next game, Broncos and Dolphins. I think Dolphins will
I saw the
bounce.
lineup, and I still think I'm convinced Broncos should get the win. I think they will.
Well, I'm tipping Dolphins. They'll bounce back after that big defeat against Roosters, and that will never, ever happen again, ever again.
Yeah.
I can't ever say
Happen ever again.
Ever again. I'm gonna go Broncos. Yeah. I feel like without Herbie there, they'll definitely struggle.
Yeah, I'll win Broncos.
I mean, then again,
So I
Broncos
said
got
Dolphins, right?
Yeah, you said Dolphins.
Many out.
Isaac, he's going for the Finns. Broncos short on troops, and Dolphins will get a win to
They could bounce
prove a
back,
point. Yeah.
It's a tough one, that one.
No, it will be.
Next
I
game.
feel like Broncos got. Yeah, but Broncos are. They're
Yeah,
down,
but don't
they're
forget,
down
you got
many.
the big top 3. They're
They're
gone.
down many. Yeah.
Reynolds, Israman, and Cobbo. They're gone.
Cobbo's not a big miss, but
Yeah, but still.
Erjamam and Reynolds.
But still,
Yeah, but they still
Dolphins are going to put a big
still got
performance
Welch.
on them.
Ben Hunt's a solid 7. He's proved that at that level.
Yeah.
Carrigan, Payne Haas,
Yeah,
Tony
Bashara,
Staggs.
next
so,
game.
yeah.
All right, next game we got the Rabbitohs versus Parramatta Eels.
I'm back in the Eels.
Yeah, back in the Eels.
Yeah, I'm sticking with Eels.
I'm back in the Bunnies. I think Parramatta have been very good these past few weeks. I'm liking how they're playing. They're improving each week. Jason Ross is doing very good for them. I honestly see Eels top 8 next year for sure. But I think Latrell Mitchell, his presence back into the team. Peter Mamzuelis is back at number 9. So I think they're starting to get their players back. Tallis Duncan moves back to the second row. I feel Rabbitohs win that call.
Isaac is going for the Eels. He thinks Mitchell Moses is firing. The Fox is flying, and Taylan de Silva reeling off about 26 plays of Moses in one match. Souths don't stand a chance. Next game.
Next game we got West Tigers and Manly Sea Eagles.
You're going.
I'm going to go Tigers.
Tigers.
Yeah,
I'm
Tigers
going
gonna
Manly.
win it.
I think Manly. Look, Tigers, if they win, they're mathematically very close to get a top
Even
8
Dragons
chance. I
still.
still don't think they'll get it.
Yeah,
I just think Manly, they need it more than Tigers.
and I feel like they'll get it done.
Yeah, I think Tigers are probably, after that win, ecstatic. And sometimes wins like that can just lose your focus on the next game. So I think Manly will win.
Isaac is also going for Manly. He thinks Tigers may be ambushed after a wet weather win over the Dogs and a bye. Manly need to win.
Yeah,
Fair point.
must win.
Last game,
The
Anthony,
last
of
game
round
of the
24.
week, we got Cowboys and Newcastle. I'm going to go Cowboys.
Yeah, in between this one because I feel Knights could cause an upset. Both teams are just terrible, but Knights have no Dylan Lucas. They have no
Ponga
Ponga,
still.
no Fletcher Hunt. Is it Fletcher Sharp?
Fletcher Sharp.
Fletcher Sharp,
Fletcher
yeah.
Hunt.
Fletcher
Fletcher
Sharp.
Hunt. Fletcher Sharp is the 6.
One of them that have so many
Hunt. Fletcher Hunt.
Hunt. Sorry, yeah. So I'm gonna go Cowboys.
Bill?
Yeah, cows. Yeah,
Cowboys.
Cows.
The Cows. Isaac is going for Knights. Cowboys probably most disappointing team in the NRL this year. Knights are simply better in this match.
All right.
All right, that's the end of round 24 tips. Let's talk about Tino. Now he's hit the open market, potentially leaving the Titans in 2027.
Yeah.
Now, of course, the most obvious club that he may be joining with them coming to the NRL next year is the Perth Bears. What other clubs do you reckon should try and sign him?
Well, they're saying that I think St. George is in the market
Bulldogs
as well.
got him.
Bulldogs as well. Who was it? Obviously, Perth Bears. Look, it just depends where the money goes. Like, I mean, depends on the deal. Like,
of course, the
whoever
money.
gives him a good offer contract. If they want Tino to be at Perth Bears, like, I don't know how much it'll be, but obviously they're going to give him something
They'll
good,
pay him a
good
lot,
value.
plus the captaincy
Yeah.
role. It's
But it has to
I don't know about captaincy role.
well, he's already a captain at Titans. He's played
Yeah.
for Queensland,
Look,
so it'd be a good shout.
We know Tino loves the Titans, and he had many offers before he left, and he loved the Titans. He wanted to stay, play with David Fafita.
Yeah.
So there is something there, and I think Titans, depending on Hasler's future, if Titans
but
were
he's leaving.
Oh no, I'm saying depending on his future, if they can get a good coach and somehow convince him to stay and build a new foundation at the club, maybe he can stay because he does love the club, like I said. But personally, for me, I think Perth Bears is the preferred destination. I'd love him to join the Dogs. I just don't think we'll try and get him.
I don't think the fans want him.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think the fans just want him as well. But for me, deep inside, I think the club that should be getting him go all in is the Parramatta Eels. I think
Parramatta
they're very
Eels?
Yeah, I think they're
Are
very
they on the open market as well?
Think about it. They were going to pay $1 million for Galvin, so they're in the market. They need forwards. Junior Paulo is getting old soon. They let Campbell Gillard go last year to the Titans. So I think with Parramatta, they've got Mitchell Moses, and I think he needs a big forward. And with Tino, I think it just makes sense for him to go Parramatta, but I still think he's going to go Perth Bears. That's how I see it.
Look, I'm going to say this. I understand how you said about Perth Bears because that was the first option. So I think if he goes to the Perth Bears, I think it's a very good decision that he will go there.
It is.
Look, you got St. George's in the market as well. Obviously, Bulldogs. I understand about the fans that don't want him. Okay, we'll let it slip out. Maybe Dragons. I'm not sure. Like you said, Parramatta. Look, you do have a point because Parramatta they don't have that much.
They don't have forwards.
They don't have forwards.
Nah.
Like, the only person they have,
Junior Paulo.
Hopgood, and who else? You got Jordan Samrani as well. He's in the.
He's not really.
he's
not
Nah,
necessarily,
he's not
but
Exactly. They've got young players coming up like
they
Jack
got like
Williams.
younger,
They
I'm
need
pretty
to
sure
spend
Jack
it on
Williams.
someone.
Yeah.
We're forgetting Raiders. Think about it. Josh Papali may be
Yeah.
leaving by the end of the year.
I think
he could go
And
Raiders.
it depends
as well,
on the
if he does
salary cap
fit,
with
yeah.
Raiders. But
Yeah.
if he was to go Raiders, that's scary, man. That is scary.
they already have the best
Tarpanay, Nicholson, Hudson Young,
Yeah.
Tino. That's dangerous. man.
Hosking.
I think he's gonna go to Perth Bears. I think Perth Bears is gonna be
Mamadou
lifting
Dinga
up.
will
It's
try his
better
best.
if he goes to Perth Bears.
Yeah,
It's
obviously.
great team around him, his leadership
Yeah.
skills, and especially with the new team in the NRL.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That will definitely work.
Because like, especially how if Tino is going to Perth Bears, maybe they're saying Cameron Munster might go there as
Yeah,
well.
there's
Ryan Pappenhausen,
Matt
There's a few
Matt
clubs.
Burden as well.
Burden's
Maybe
linked, yeah.
Jacob Preston.
Yeah, there's-
Who knows?
Well, now they're a new club. They're linked, and
Yeah.
Tino will leave 2027 if he finds a club, and I think
Yeah.
Perth Bears are entering the comp at 2027. So,
But-
I think it makes sense for Tino to move to the Bears.
Mm.
They need a new team. He's got a good. They'll offer him big money.
Yeah.
He can be their captain. It's a big move for him to join a new club,
Mm-hmm.
and be part of their history. But with the Dogs, I feel adding Tino to our roster would be a big push.
Yeah.
I know we don't like him. We have our differences. But like once he's a Bulldog, you're gonna
You have
back him.
to
You're
you
gonna
have to back
support
him up no matter
He will
what.
be such a big player for us coming into that prop role. Maybe put Max King on the bench and let Max King come in and or even Tino on the bench, put him in with Leo Thompson as well. That will just be the big forward because back then Dogs had one of the best forward packs, and I just don't think our forward pack is that big. We don't have that oomph like the Raiders and the Storm that have Nelson. We need that big forward, and I think I love Tino at the Dogs, even though what he's did to Burden and Origin. Thinking about long term and what's right for the Dogs, I think it'll be good to get.
But
Tino.
with Tino, he might have to find a place that's a bit more affordable.
Remember his,
When I said it, yeah.
What was it about Ben Hunt?
Ben Hunt, yeah.
Then I know.
Yeah. Nah, but-
I was gonna say like, what happens with him for next year? Does he still continue with
He stays
Titans?
at Titans.
But what if the club gives him like a 1 year contract before he
the
goes
Titans?
if he goes to Perth Bears, like
Like the
during that
Titans,
clause.
Titans can offer him another year contract, but it's like the Titans CEO said their aim is to win a premiership well, they said they can win 2 premierships by 2030, and I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah.
And I think he probably believed in that, and I think now that he sees that they're nowhere near that. There's Hazard leaving, there's problems in the club. Fafita's leaving, who is probably, second best player at the club to him. It's just he feels that he can't win a premiership there. And as a 25-year-old, you've showed your loyalty to them, but at the end of the day, it's not working out.
Are they really far off? But
Who,
I know with the system and things are not going to place, but look at their squad. They've got a good team. Go for more. You've got David Fafita, if he's starting, that's a great edge forward. You got Tino, you got
Pereira,
a good young backline.
AJ Brimson as well.
Kieran Foran's leaving now, and who knows that they've got a good team. They're similar to Dragons where they've got a squad, but it's never clicking for them. And some reason they just can't find a way to keep on winning and get that momentum.
It could be this Hazard because, again, we know he's stuck in his old ways. Back in 2012, he invented that
the old
passing.
structure. It doesn't work out.
I think if they get a new coach, which they are, maybe like a Brad Arthur from he's in coaching.
They're saying now. Josh Hannay, the old Cowboys player,
someone that knows the new style football. Titans can.
I still think they need to get a former Titans player that knows the culture.
Yeah, but
because they've tried so much and nothing's working for them.
Look, Scott Prince can't even go because
not Scott Prince, but
because he used to play for Gold Coast.
I'm saying get someone. I don't know. Somehow get a coach that knows the culture of Titans. Because honestly, I feel that's their missing piece.
They're saying that Josh Hannay is gonna come in and sign up as a coach. He's still young because he was with Craig Fitzgibbon with Sharks.
Craig
Fitzgibbon. Craig Fitzgibbon. What am I saying? Fitzgibbon. Like, what am I saying? I know the whole players, mate.
Finn?
Oh, my God.
I feel it's not about getting a coach that knows the culture because with culture, you got to have history. Like, let's be real, Titans don't have a history. They have good players. They've had very great players that played, like Matt Rogers. They've had Preston Campbell.
Scott Prince as well.
Corey
Thompson.
Thompson. They've had very good players.
Yeah.
But in terms of history, they don't have that. And they just need a coach to bring his ideas in and bring him into the top 8, bring him into the top 4, and then they can start building that history.
Yeah, but as I was saying before, Samuel, I was saying that if Josh Hannay comes in to Titans, okay, he's still young. He'll bring a mad game plan as well because he's under Craig Fitzgibbon under Sharks as assistant coach. So that will help him to bring the role into the coaching. If he does come in next year for the young squad as well. Like how Shabba said, they already got backs, they already got forward pack, they got everything. So Titans actually got a good squad.
It's a good squad.
But I know how Tino's leaving, which I understand. But I know they can make finals again, in the next few years.
Yeah.
They've been to finals how many times? Once or twice?
They made it in 2020.
2020, yeah.
Early in the 2010s eras, they were making it. They made top 4 once in 2009 or something.
Yeah. But I'm talking about finals. They've only done it twice.
Yeah, well.
But there's still good improvements.
Twice or 3 times,
Yeah, but they still got in good improvements, but they've still got a long way to go. I know they're in the worst table right now, last on the table. But I think next year they should start stepping up and improve more. That's all it is.
They can only go up from there. So.
Yeah, if they come with a new coach and assistant coach, I think they'll be in good hands.
Bashar, tell me who's signing for the Dogs on a train trial deal?
Corey Harawira-Naera. I can't even say it. I remember Corey Harawira.
Anyways, Corey Harawira-Naera is set to sign for the. I don't know if he's set or something. Well,
it's trainer trial
deal for next year. What are your thoughts?
I only just heard about that today. I know you made a video on it.
Yeah, but it looks like it's confirmed.
A few days ago.
Yeah.
The real ones will know how good he was when he was at the Dogs, and maybe that's because we had a bad team, but I don't think that's the case. What a player he is. I think if we put him on the bench, let him come in, he will be one of our best players. He was my favorite player in that 2019 era, 2018 era. Amazing player. I'm so happy. I hope the training trial goes good. Gus Goode knows how good he is, and that's why he's brought him in back at the club to have that training trial drill. And I have no doubts that it's
and he'll bring structure to the team, bring experience.
He'll
bring a whole lot. A lot of people they're not happy with it today.
I'm happy.
I think
with the way things ended and stuff.
With the Dogs.
After that situation, all right, that's gone. But
it's like again, people make mistakes.
Exactly.
I agree how on his side that he felt he wasn't supported back then.
Yeah.
When you look at Adam Elliott, who had 3 chances given to him,
and he blew it out of his own hands.
10 times worse than Corey Harawira. So I'm happy that they're willing to forget what happened. Even Corey Harawira is willing to forget that you know, they
And
did
he
support
loved
him.
he loved the club.
He loved the club,
Yeah.
like anyone who else comes to the Dogs. So it's a
Good signing.
People who are saying it's not a good signing don't know how good he is.
Yeah.
They're probably
Because they probably
people
didn't
that
watch him.
didn't
They didn't watch
it
him.
during
Yeah,
us when we were
bro,
bad.
I actually watched him, and you watched him as well.
He
Like
was such
he was
a good
actually a good
player,
player.
yeah.
And you know what's good about him coming in? If he's
He's
going to
quick,
come in
he's
for next
fast.
year, he's quick and fast,
Strong.
bro. And he's very close with Leo Thompson as well. Leo Thompson and Corey
And as
Harawira-Naera.
much as I love,
They're very close.
as much as I love Raymond, Corey Harawira-Naera is better than
Yeah,
Raymond.
Corey
Yeah,
is
he
good.
He's so good. I can't wait to watch him, man.
If he
It's
plays
gonna be
next
good
year with
Hopefully,
Dogs,
hopefully he makes it.
I hope
Yeah,
he
yeah,
does.
yeah.
But don't forget that situation that happened to him on that field was
The seizure.
that seizure. That was traumatizing,
Yeah,
man.
and that's why we haven't seen him since. But
Yeah.
I know he's going to get that contract because
I hope
Gus
so.
Good has spoken so highly about him. Gus Good worked with him at Panthers.
Yeah, I know,
He's the
he
one
did.
that recruited him to Panthers.
Exactly.
And then he went to the Dogs.
And then he went to the
Trust
Raiders.
me,
He
the
was at
Raiders.
they're
Canberra
gonna
Raiders
get the
whole
best
time.
out of him.
We're going
They'll
to see
get-
the best.
Trust
of
me,
Corey.
if he comes in, I think it's going to be very, very good for us.
Finally, let's talk about Taylan de Silva. I don't know if you've seen it on the TikTok and videos about him being sprayed out by Mitchell Moses.
Yeah.
Now, is it the right thing for Mitchell Moses? Yes, he's the captain, but should he be screaming at a very young player like that?
So what happened?
It's a high pressure sport. Doesn't matter.
Again, yeah, look, he's the captain. Sometimes
Yeah.
a spray like that can bring out the best of you. Again, what Taylan Silva done was, like, you're right in front of the goals. All you got to do is pass it to Mitchell Moses. He'll kick the field goal. Taylan Silva does something else, tries to go into the ruck and try and score. Of course, you're going to be pissed. And he didn't do it once, he did it 2 times. And Mitchell Moses was fuming.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
Mitchell Moses when the game was on, probably would have spoken to him, maybe apologize. Sorry, I didn't mean to scream at you and that. But he will learn so much from that. And Taylan Silva knows he stuffed up. Luckily, they got the win, and it just, again, it's a learning experience for him.
Yeah, that's what it is. High pressure sport. It's his captain, and he did stuff up a couple times, but at the end of the day, he's still a young kid, so
He's still
he'll
developing.
definitely know.
Yeah.
I
not
just
to
see
do
it in
again.
a way like I want to see. I don't know, it's just me, but I want to see Critter doing that to a young kid.
Yeah, but
First, I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
yeah.
I know captains have their ways of approaching kids, and like Samuel said, he's probably went behind us backstage saying, sorry, I didn't mean this. Just the moment of the game, it was on the line. You needed the 2 points. But I just see with Critter, or let's say another captain, let's say Tino, I wouldn't see them. Tina's a very good, respectful player. Yes, in Origin, it may differ, but when it comes to club footy,
Yeah.
he treats his players with respect, etc. And I just don't see those players doing it. I'm not saying it's wrong. He's the captain, but I think there can be a way in doing that. That's how I
Yeah,
feel.
like especially like with the pressure of the game.
Yeah.
Say like for example, the last 5-10 minutes, like you don't know what to expect and what to happen as well, because like how Bill said, if he's done like 2-3 mistakes and the pressure's on his head and giving it to him, and then he'll apologize like after the game. Okay, that's understandable, but bro, like you just got to step back a little bit and just let the guy play, because he's just only been in the club for like 2-3 games.
Exactly,
literally.
2-3. And I understand with the first mistake, I think Mitchell Moses said, all right, it's a mistake. We all make mistakes. I agree with the 2 and 3 mistakes he made on. Okay,
Yeah.
then you can't tolerate that. Like, how can you do that same mistake from dummy half twice?
Yeah.
Or I think it's 3 times. So with the first one, I think Mitchell Moses was wrong, but later on, maybe he had the right to get angry.
Totally
Because it's
agree.
repetitive. He
I
did it 3
agree.
times.
And end of the day, they won the game fair and square, but there was a bit of that incident as well when the ball was
the
in the way
trainer.
from the train,
The trainer.
and they had the cameras on him again.
That was an accident.
No,
but
it was an accident,
can't-
but okay, but like I don't know what happened in that type of situation.
But
Like,
again,
they would have had a try or something in that.
It would have
in
been
that
in
scenario.
goals, I
Yeah.
reckon. In goals.
No, to be honest, I don't know, because the Cowboys player literally had it. Like, the ball had
Yeah.
gone by, he easily grabbed it. It didn't make a difference. I don't even think it would go in goals. So I think
But that's why I messaged you guys on the group chat when I was like watching it at the same time.
refs
You
did
were
it.
probably watching it as well,
Yeah, I saw
and
it.
you said like I didn't see it.
I didn't
no,
see
I
it.
wasn't watching
Oh,
the
you
game
didn't
at
see
the
it.
time. No,
So
I
it
had
was
to
like
look
the
at
last 15.
I saw it on the highlights. Yeah, I saw the highlights.
But
But yeah, is that a
yeah,
wrap?
that's
Yeah,
right.
it is a wrap.
Guys,
Le rap.
All right.
Well, guys, if you're new here, hit the like button, subscribe, comment down below. Thank you for watching another episode of the Touchline Podcast. Guys, also this weekend is Pacifica Wrestling Federation's Tribal Warfare 2, we're going to be there at 6:30 at the King Tom's Club. Make sure you go buy your tickets. The links are in the description. I cannot wait
Should be good.
to watch Vinny Vane and Ethan Hughes get their ass fucking whooped.
They're gonna get
all right? I can't wait, bro. We're going to be sitting there front row. We're front row, yeah?
We're actually front row.
Did you like the post I put up on the story?
Yeah,
I reckon we should start selling those toilet papers.
I reckon
I think
we
we
do you
should.
reckon?
And we should start putting the photos on them as well.
100%. The way the photo was, we'll start selling them.
Yeah, we'll start selling them and make some money.
$99.
Bro, it looks like we got under their skin, eh?
Yeah, we
Vinny
actually
Vane, Ethan Hughes, eh?
Right.
Looks- honestly, I reckon they're both losing their matches.
Obviously,
There's
they
no
will.
way they get past their opponents.
No way. Osama Hussein would probably win.
Yeah,
he's
probably
gonna win
he
for
will
sure.
win.
He will win. He'll win.
100%.
He
And
definitely will win 100%.
nah,
He's versing Ethan Hughes, yeah?
Yeah.
Ethan Hughes, yeah. So Ethan Hughes,
Yeah.
Osama Hussein,
Yeah.
and then
Hussein, yeah.
and then
Vinny
you got Vinny Vane and KE Prince. KE Prince, I'm pretty sure it is. So great matches on that card. Make sure you go check it out. Bring your family, your friends, your fish, your dog.
Whoever it
We
is,
said this
whoever it
last
is.
week.
The gorilla.
Gorilla,
That's a good
bring
one.
the whole wildlife.
Giraffe.
Bring whoever you know. Whoever you know, bring them. Your long lost auntie, bring her to the
I
event
bring
just to watch Ethan Hughes and Vinny Vane's ass get whooped. Anyways, guys.
Whooped.
Whooped. I promise you, once they get beat, I hope I can. We better bring the tissues, throw it in the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll help him. We'll help him. It's fine.
The
It's
one
fine.
you
We're
made.
good people.
The one you made.
What is it?
The one you made of the toilet paper. We'll
Yeah,
use that one.
yeah, 100%. We'll print
use
them
that.
out. We'll make them use their own faces to wipe their
But be
tears
careful.
away.
We'll do that.
Vinny
Done.
Vane might attack you. You never know.
He might attack you too as well.
He's spoken to me.
He won't do nothing.
He won't do nothing.
He won't do
nothing, is it?
anything.
He won't
As
do
long
He's
as-
going to lose the match.
See how
He's going to lose the
100%
match
both of them.
100%.
As long as you got-
Mark my words.
As long as you got us three, nothing, we're gonna protect you.
Exactly, brother.
even the way they treated us on this podcast
Yeah,
not too long ago.
That was unfair.
Nah,
That was unfair.
That was disgusting.
It was absolutely
I got water thrown at me.
Yeah, I know. It was right next to me.
My jumper's still drying outside. Okay, so
bloody hell, man.
we'll better get our revenge on those two boys.
They're going to lose.
You want some?
Come get some.
Anyways, guys, we're going on a bit of a tangent right now. You hear like, comment,
just pumped
subscribe. Other than that, it's been the Outliers. It's been the Touchline Podcast. Whatever you know us by these days. Take it easy.